Alright, those of you who said that they came from a sculptor or a clay background are really going to be able to do more creative things with their clay than I've done here. There's two kinds of clay that we'll use, and either requires to be fired, so that's why we're going to use it, and one is an air dry clay. It's called DAS. And you can form it into small pieces. These two pieces here that are a little bit different colored were ones that I made with the DAS air dry clay. My favorite, and it's kind of quite a lot more expensive than the air dry that I started using since one of my students came in with it. It's called Apoxie Sculpt. And I think this was over $20 for this. And you have to order it so you have both part A and part B. And then it says to mix it together for 2 minutes, but these are a little bit hard, so it took more than 2 minutes to mix. And you mix it until it becomes one color, that each of the two colors are a little bit different. And you can roll these out into shapes. You don't want them to be real heavy relief three-dimensional. You want them to be kind of flat so that they will glue well to your canvas board. And you can roll it out into a spiral form. And this is a lot more sticky than the other. This isn't sticky at all. But this is like epoxy. It does get a little sticky on your hands. You can clean your hands a little bit with alcohol when you're done. So the basic way of working with this is spirals and coils. And so as you see, I've got spirals made here. And you can roll it into any kind of shape that you want and come in and sculpt it. Or you can just take it and flatten it. I'm going to flatten this some with my hand, the palm of my hand here. I'm going to flatten it on both sides. Try to keep it more even, so I have more of a cylinder space. And then I have a whole lot of different stamps. You can come in and carve in it with your pencil with an X-Acto once you flatten it, or you can use some of my clay stamps. These are clay stamps here. And put the stamp over it and press it into it. Whichever kind of clay that you're using. And then you can see that that now has a really nice relief form put into the top of that. And then those, it says it's dry, the epoxy, in 2 hours. That just basically means that you can work with it for 2 hours. After that, it's too strongly set to really work with it. That I've sculpted it and put it on a variety of pieces, and actually stick it to the piece and paint with it. And I'll only get enough out to make sure that in 2 hours that I have used all that I wanted to use. So each one of these little stamps have a variety of textures and shapes to them. And if you're using a relief print pad, you can do that as well. So you want to get it maybe a 1/4 inch, maybe a tiny bit thicker than a 1/4 inch, but no thicker than that, or it sticks up too much from your surface. And then just press it into this surface. Now the next time that you come in after you make these, they'll be dry enough then for us to do some paint techniques with it. And I think if you like clay at all, you really enjoy it, it's a chance to make a shape and get in touch with that little kid that had fun with clay.